Hello, everyone. Good morning. I hope you are having a warm and safe day. The Midwest had quite a bit of snow over the weekend. Beautiful white snow, white and bright. Today, I wanted to get on here and talk about beliefs, right? The alchemy of beliefs, shifting our beliefs, making our beliefs big and beautiful, and eliminating some of the limited beliefs that we have around us in our life, in our society. And what brought this up was I woke up the other morning and these thoughts just come in. And they're so, whenever these thoughts come in, it just kind of, you can feel them. You can feel them. And it was, think about what you want to believe. So this was last week, early last week. So it was around the new moon time frame, and the new moon is all about planting new seeds of growth. So what is it that you want to believe? So I spent the time journaling. What is it that I want to believe, right? Because your belief will set the fact. That's what it's in many, many books. It's been out there for ages and ages. Our belief is what sets the fact. So I went through thinking about this. What is it that I want to believe? Because I'm already a really big believer in great, beautiful things. And the first thing was that I wrote down here is I believe that I am the creator of my reality. I believe that I'm the creator of my reality. And what about you? What is your beliefs around that? Do you believe that you're the creator of your reality? I know that I did not really fully understand the depth of that until about 5 years ago, right? I knew that we made choices and we have all of this incremental growth that we can go through with learning and all of these things we want to do in life. But what I teach and what I've been through is transformational growth. And that's all about belief systems because what you believe is what you achieve. And believing that you are the creator of your reality. It took me a little while to really understand this. But what I started to do was study me, study what my thoughts were, and then just paying attention and being aware of what was attracted into my energy field. And there's so many stories over the last 5 years that without a shadow of a doubt, we are creators. Creation in a huge way, our thoughts, feelings, and actions. So what is it that you want to believe? I have a list of things here that I went through just about my life, things that are important to me, my family. What is it that you believe there? Your business. If you have a business or if you work in a business, what do you believe about that business? What do you want to believe about it? What beliefs would make your world better, right? So believe in something good. Whatever, I mean, if the belief is good, believe in it. Believe in it because that's what you're going to start seeing in your reality. Money's a big thing. Honey and money is that is what I was told that people are the most attracted to learning more about relationships and money. And what is your belief about money? Do you believe that you have to work really, really, really hard for money? Because I think that's a big belief out there in society. And but what if you held the belief that money flows to you easily and effortlessly? Because we've learned through all of our great scholars, whether you study from the science perspective or you study from the theology perspective, that everything's in abundance, and that's true. There's no reason that we have to have competition. There's no reason that we have to divvy out, you get this and I get that because abundance is for everyone. Abundance is for everyone. So I spent the day, not the day, but quite a bit of my morning just going over my beliefs again. What is it that I want to believe? What is it that I want to believe? Because through practice, if there's something big that you want to believe in, like a thought comes in and you have this this vision that you can see, that you can think about, that you can dream about, that reality already exists. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to even think about that. So, what is it that you want to believe, and believe big, because anything is possible. So examining the beliefs, we're always growing. It doesn't matter how far we've come with our belief systems, there's always more. There's always more, there's always more growth. And examining the belief systems is something to revisit over and over again. So the next day, because I keep getting these messages that to, have clarity before the next action, before I take the next action. And so I was just kind of quiet, listening to my intuition. And the next day was all about let clarity reveal itself. So last week, or maybe it's a couple weeks ago, I talked about this book, The Secret, because I have a book club coming up, and I invited some people who live their life this way, and others who are stepping into understanding that we are creators, and it's all through our thoughts. Our thoughts produce things. And so we have the small book club that we're doing. But one of the things it was talking about abundance. So let clarity reveal itself. And so I got to thinking about that and going back to our goals for 2026. What is it that I want to bring into my life? And so this may help you as well. But I just took the list of things and said, abundance. What does abundance mean to you? So I divvied those up in buckets because abundance is a lot of different things. Spiritual abundance. What does spiritual abundance mean to you? So to me, that means the co-creation process with spirit, because we're creators, but we're co-creators. We don't have to push and do everything. We just have to think about them and allow things to come in. So are you pushing? Are you thriving? Are you wearing yourself out? Because there's no need to do all of that. You think, you believe, and then you think thoughts, feelings, and actions aligned, and you allow the co-creation process to take place. And you can think anything you want. There's no judgment on what you want to create because you're already creating everything now. So really being deliberately focused on the good, that's what you're going to create. And that's what puts the universal forces into action. And then you have to allow those into to your reality. Sometimes we're creating, it's already created, but we're not allowing it to come into the physical world. And the hardest thing you ever have to do is think, and think without a shadow of a doubt. Doubt will cramp anything from coming in. You have to believe it, and you have to know it with every cell of your being. Other parts of abundance, financial abundance. What does financial abundance look like to you? What would that look like for your life? What do you want to believe in from a financial standpoint? Are you getting your financial abundance only through one channel? Because most people think that's how life works. You have to open up the channels to receive the financial abundance, because money can come from anywhere. You have to allow it into your life. Health abundance, that's important for me. One of my biggest dreams that I had, or what I wanted to believe, and I'm not quite sure if I believed it at the time. I believed it, but not, but wanted to prove it out. I wanted to believe it with every cell of my being, that we have the ability to heal ourselves. And so probably what kept me on the path of that is my paradigms from before. My paradigms is whatever I do, I want to be the best at. I tell my kids this too. If you're going to decide to do something, be the best at what you're doing. Try to do your best. And stepping into learning about healing, one of the things that my Reiki master, the person I learned from, Reiki master teacher, she had me do self Reiki every day for 21 days to establish a habit. And self Reiki is basically, meditation. And I remember at that time that I was working and I was so busy with life. Like, do I even have time in the morning to sit and do this meditation? So I chose the shortest self Reiki meditation that was out there just to make sure that I could do it. It was 18 minutes long, and I thought I can make time. 18 minutes. I'm going to do this. So for 18 minutes every morning, self Reiki, calming the mind, just allowing that energy to flow freely to and through me. And so I just kept up with that. And I didn't realize that doing that work, the calmness of mind, which there's many methods to do the calmness of mind, right? There's different meditations, there's Reiki, there's different ways of calming the mind, that this would all snowball or be the foundation of being able to deliberately create, because you have to create from a space of that calmness, right? The beautiful, what was it? The calmness of mind is the beautiful jewels of wisdom. I think that was a quote by James Allen. And that's part of what he's saying there. We're all creators, but we can deliberately create whenever we can calm our mind, and we can create from that space, from that now space. And then just happiness, the happiness. Everybody wants to be happy. And you have to feel into the happiness of things. And then things will flow into your life. So think about that. What do you believe in? I talked about the new moon, and these are the things that were coming to me. It's like right whenever I would wake up, things to do for the day. And that got me to thinking about belief, where the new moon is planting new seeds, the full moon is letting go of things. Do you believe in that? Do you believe in the moon cycles? And I choose to believe in things that are going to be beneficial for my life, that are going to be beneficial for me and for the all. And so if there's things like that that you want to believe in and it's good, go ahead and believe in them, because you want to ride that energy wave. There's energy in the universe that helps us to move forward in life. And I got to thinking, I don't know if I believed in the moon, the new moon, full moon, or if things happened and then I believed it. But I do journal, and I recognized that on the full moon, after several cycles, I would go back and read my journal. And on the full moon, many, many magical things would happen. And there is a potent energy that's available to us. That is my belief. And I love the magic behind it in things that happen in my life. So I'm going to continue to believe that. So, those are examples of things that you can believe. If it's good for you, if it's good for your life, believe in them. All right. So until next time, happy creating.